it's a zombie flick. So, at its heart, it's a zombie flick. Where's that kan? Tak tahu lah.
Kita boleh compare lah the first 20 minutes of the episode 1 dengan with the rest of the entire series. Kalau kita tengok the first 20 minutes Joel dengan Sarah punya interaction and Tommy dengan neighbors dia semua, you boleh nampak tau the strong bonds that they have. Cara dia interact, macam typical teenagers, people who have known each other for a long time. So that kind of thing can only happen kalau you dah lama interact with each other. Dalam case ni, macam Munif highlight lah, dia banyak fast travel. So you tak boleh nak rasa tau. Masa kita main the game, there was a lot of tension. So it makes us kita macam, we better work properly and all that. You tak boleh translate 100% kepada TV series. That's impossible. The amount of fighting you nak tunjuk pun it's impossible you nak tunjuk on screen. But you need to have more fighting scenes because it is this high tension, dangerous punya situation yang menyebabkan Ellie boleh yakin dengan Joel, boleh yakin dengan Tess. Masa kita first time main dengan Tess, orang confident gila, macam like can do whatever lah dalam game tu kan. Lala bila dia dah mati kan, macam like aku nak rely dengan budak kecil ni kan. So that is the amount of time we spend with the character showing what they can do that makes us attached dengan dia orang. So dalam case ni banyak senario macam karakter Kathleen tu, dia banyak cakap, saya sebenarnya macam ni, saya boleh buat macam tu, macam ni. So you don't spend enough time seeing what they can do. So bila that happens, it does not justify how the characters boleh bond with each other. Macam tiba-tiba je dia orang dah 3 bulan kan, ada time skip. So macam like so now their bond is stronger, right?
Yes, on your point and pasal in the game, basically apa yang Shaz pun nak reach to this point, yang aku pun nak reach to this point, is the fact that adversity tempered mereka punya bond. So bila tak ada adversity, suddenly time skip, location skip, we have totally bonded. I don't think so.
I mean, kalau you nak compare kan, episode 3 punya full dedication to that couple punya story kan, is actually what should have been done throughout the entire series. Dia orang punya actual interaction in various situations, bukannya melompat-melompat. So, sayang kat situ lah.
Ya. Dan aku setuju dengan apa yang dikatakan oleh Hyrule 89 ni, yang kata episod kali ini infected count 0 tapi human character. I don't know man. Aku dah mula boring dengan show ni. Human characteristic.
Kepada komen Hyrule ni, aku agree tau. Sebab aku tu yang cakap, the only thing yang buat aku tengok lagi this show is Bella Ramsey and Pedro. Because macam kau cakap, dia punya karakteristik dia terbaik because they are marvelous and superb actors tau. Herein lies the problem. It's a fucking zombie show. Kalau aku tengok benda-benda ni, aku tengok movie Oscars, aku buka cerita Hallmark, aku duduk dengan mak aku, lepas tu kita orang sedia kotak tisu, nangis tengok ni anak tak dapat balik Christmas, bercinta apa benda. So semua tu kat Hallmark, semua benda ni dah covered tau. Aku nak tengok sci-fi, aku nak tengok zombie. Yang menarik adalah The Last of Us di dalam dunia yang fucked up and penuh dengan infected and what the hell's going on ni. Tapi relationship Ellie dan Joel tu juxtapose is the highlight. They overcome despite dunia kau dah jadi neraka tau. Tapi bila dunia kau tak neraka, tak ditunjukkan neraka dia tu, je semua orang je nenek wholesome, terbaik kau tengok cerita Hallmark.
Dia kita orang tengah sembang this part lah dekat sini kan, open talk kan, is suffering from lack of episodes tau. Contoh Henry dengan Sam punya episode, you have one episode of orang kata saya sayang adik saya, and then after that saya kena jaga adik saya. Lepas tu dia tak jaga adik dia sebenarnya betul-betul on screen, Tiba-tiba kat ujung-ujung dah habis. If you had shown over 2 episodes kan, that okay, dia cakap okay, I will do anything to protect my brother and all that. Lepas tu to the point where dia sanggup abandon Joel. Contohnya, kalau it was a 50-50 scenario, I'm sorry, you have to take care, I hope you make it across, dia lari dulu nak selamatkan Sam because Sam is his number one priority. Kalau dia kata tunjuk kalau dia kena berlawan and all that, Joel or Ellie kena serang and Sam kena serang, dia tolong Sam dulu. So small things like that, it will show us kat kita dia orang punya bond, dia orang punya priority, the character punya motivation. So bila you tak ada macam tu and then you cerita je, dia akan jadi macam benda kata cerita Hallmark lah, cerita drama and all that. Honestly, kalau I tak tengok, if I did not play The Last of Us, by episode 3 I would have been dah bored dah, I dah stop. The only reason I sambung,
aku rasa dalam episode 6 aku rasa mula rasa bored dalam episode 6.
Kan, I mean, I just want to see it because I played the game. So I want to see how they show into real life action. Dah habis cerita tu, habis lah. But kalau it was a show yang, kalau I ni very fussy, kalau benda yang boring I tak akan tengok. Or rather, kalau tak ngam with what my expectation or hope is kan. Kalau orang beritahu, ini cerita zombie based on a game, wah, mesti best kan. Episode 3 ada scene makan strawberry. Macam like, I mean, kita okay, I was okay with the episode knowing it was Last of Us. So kita dah ada background. Tapi kalau tak tahu apa benda ni kan, mana zombie-nya? Because you dah tunjuk clicker early on, and then after that episode 3 you have the scene of the two lovers kan. Then dia very jarring tau. Dia macam ada orang nak tunjuk okay, this is what the fans want, and then another person pula, tapi aku nak tulis untuk nak dapatkan awardnya nomination ni. So it becomes very weird in that sense. Kalau katakan they have kalau katakan kita double the episode lah, satu episode dia punya humanity side lead up to a combat finale atau escape punya finale. So you double the episode, then kita boleh terima. So orang macam like, oh macam ni pattern dia. So that means mungkin episode 3 dia buat cerita strawberry. After that episode 4 dia tunjuk the guy mungkin tak berani bunuh diri. So dia tolong Joel dengan Ellie, lalu dia terkorban, selamatkan. I could not save my lover, so I will save you now instead. So kita akan okay lah, we will watch one episode and then with the knowledge or knowing that there is going to be another episode with action coming up. So kita boleh terima. So antara dua action episode, ada resolution, ada build up balik. Resolution, build up balik. So you have been very good.
Itulah, unfortunately I think dalam 2-3 minggu nanti kita akan look back on the whole series dan kita akan bincangkan lebih panjang. Alright, so dengan itu berakhirlah segmen ini dan kita akan bincangkan 3 plot menarik daripada episod ke-6 of The Last of Us yang bertajuk Kin. Okey, jadi plot menarik kita yang pertama adalah 3 months later, tentang Marlon and Florence, dua survivor Native Americans ni yang tinggal di padang jarak, padang terkukuh. So tak ada clickers, tak ada bloaters, tak ada apa-apa. Segmen ni aku ada 2 soalan. Soalan pertama adalah untuk Munif ya. Apakah pendapat anda tentang time jump 3 bulan kemudian? So kita tak nampak pun Joel dengan Ellie leaving Kansas City and getting into the winter arc, di mana kita berjumpa dengan elderly couple Marlon and Florence, another survivors couple yang berjaya hidup in solitary away from society dan zombies based on a relationship filled with love and trust. Adakah mereka wujud dalam video game ataupun adakah ini new editions? Silakan.
Okay. Repeating aku punya point daripada last bedah. Here's the thing. Benda in this episode juga, the things yang beat for beat tu is with the game is the best part of today's episode. Episode 6 ni. And this whole cabin dengan orang tua ni tak wujud in the game. And it's not a bad sequence honestly, but in the general scheme of things, the amount of masa yang dia ambil when kita boleh instead tengok bandit pergi raid Tommy punya kubu tu, and ada some high anxiety punya action piece sambil mereka nak try reconcile their relationship as brothers and what to do dengan Ellie. So I thought that would have been better spent like that masa tu. So it's not a bad sequence. Tapi macam Syaz cakap lah, dia this whole series will and is suffering from a lack of episode, which is by their own decision. Kena ingat tu, ini keputusan dia orang sendiri. Episod sikit, lepas tu kau nak buat edition, and the edition tu literally does nothing for the plot. And masa dia ambil tu could have been used untuk show something cool from the game to further enhance the plot. Aku tak faham with this decision making. Yang aku tahu this macam dua pelakon senior ni, depa ni reunion daripada some, aku tak tahu lah, some fucking obscure punya series in the 90s ke apa, which you know I do not care. I don't care. Depa bukan berlakon in a zombie show pun. This is a homage that does not make sense, and the whole thing is a waste of time. Sebab aku mula tengok, oh okay, this cool, pasal whatever kan, aku trust. Tapi bila pergi ke tempat Tommy, habis. Macam, then why do you have that bullshit punya lama in the beginning? When you could have selitkan that raid on the Tommy punya stronghold tu.
Dia nak tunjuk bro, love and trust bro. Love and trust boleh hidup bro. Boleh hidup.
Sudahlah dengan benda-benda hallmark ni. Bodoh betul lah. Kalau aku nak tengok cerita cinta kan, so ada banyak lagi alternatif kan. But here's the thing. Yang ni teori Brazil sikit lah. But this episode is extremely worrying untuk aku. This scene lah, sebab kita tengah bincang this scene kan. This scene is very worrying untuk aku. Pasal apa? This characters tak ada in game. This sequence technically tak ada in game. Tapi yang aku risaunya pasal apa tau? Sepatutnya adalah winter arc, bila Ellie yang finally kena grow up tau. Dia yang kena jaga Joel, dia kena fend for herself, dia yang kena memburu, cari makanan, cari ubat while fighting semua these cannibals lah, benda semua kan. Benda yang jadi dalam sequence ni, aku takut tak dia ada that hunting bow, it's in winter lah, benda semua kan. Aku takut this is just a homage to that winter arc. Ini homage untuk winter arc. Therefore, that part yang tunjuk Ellie tu dah grow and berdikari ni, benda tu tak ada. Because I don't think we have time. So kalau tengok the episodes we have left, next episode is kita akan pergi flashback for the DLC tu. So you have 2 episodes left, nak selit the finale lagi dalam tu. Aku takut a big chunk of the winter arc dia akan buang. Tapi yang aku lagi risau kan, dalam sequence orang tua ni, dia macam pay homage to that winter arc. Ada Hunter's Bow dengan Rabbit dengan tengah salji apa semua. So macam, oh my god, aku dah tak tahu lah, I hope I'm wrong. Tapi lah otak aku, is this it? Is this how kau nak sentuh that winter arc, part yang tunjuk Ellie punya growth tu, this is it? Aku sangat risau that is the case. Because aku tak nampak macam mana dia pun nak muatkan in what is essentially lagi 2 episode. Because we know the next episode is a flashback. So not only is this part tak ada dalam game, doesn't disturb the plot, doesn't change the plot, doesn't affect the plot sikit pun, it takes away time when you could have do justice to the Tommy punya fort punya arc, and nampak macam kau tengah buat homage untuk easily skip the whole winter punya arc. So dalam satu sequence ni, banyak red flags. Dan aku sangat risau yang this is the winter arc.
Yang
just homage.
Yang kelakar kan? Yang kelakar Ellie macam, can I learn how to do that? Can I learn how to do that? Macam dia minta. Saya nak buat benda tu. Saya nak buat benda tu.
But lagi tu aku nak sentuh, saya Nick sebut saya that time skip yang 3 months kan. Here's something yang aku nak lontarkan balik to everyone yang suka the drama and the acting and the characterization of this show. Kau tengok last episode apa jadi? Ellie just witness.
Ya, penembakan.
Ellie just witness what is essentially macam dia punya latest best friend cuba nak bunuh dia and then got fucking shot in the head by another decent guy they met on the journey, who in the end just fucking suicide himself depan dia orang semua. And lepas tu Ellie immediately macam jadi jaded and jadi cold and tak cakap dengan Joel, let's just jalan. So kalau korang suka the acting, the tu ni, kau nak tengok how does Joel yang distant tiba-tiba kau nak mend balik relationship dengan Ellie yang dah jaded and distant dari dia. This was supposed to be the opportunity untuk tunjuk dari mana datang naluri kebapaan itu. This would have been the golden opportunity untuk tunjuk yang okay, fuck it, I care for you. Aku tak tahan tengok kau budak kecil, kau stress, kau traumatized macam ni. I will be your father figure somewhat lah kan, and try to pujuk ke, reconcile ke, and how they approach macam hardships lepas tu with that kawan mati and suicide in the head, in this 14-year-old girl punya head. That's when kau tengok, you know, the character study of what could happen in the aftermath of that Sam and Henry punya cerita kan. Kalau kau suka sangat good acting and all that, and that is the strength of the show, they should have shown that. Tapi dia 3 months later
time skip.
Kan?
Entire episode 3 kau boleh pecah. Jadi
itulah. So sebab tu cakap, bila aku complain pasal show ni, bukannya aku nak more action, kurang drama ke apa, bukan. It's just that their decisions they make is not creative, bukan creative based decisions. It's time constraint based rush or lazy decisions yang terjadi pasal they put themselves in the corner by not adapting a whole season into 9 episodes. So kita tak faham kenapa. The funny thing is that for a video game yang kau punya IP just terdiri daripada 2 games and 1 DLC, it makes sense to stretch the story tau sebenarnya. First season, half of the first game kan. But tak tahu kenapa dia rush dengan nak cram everything dalam 1 season, and 1 season kau hanya 9 episod. Lepas tu dah lah kau sendiri yang buat constraint yang sempit tu kau tambah lah scene yang tak ada, scene yang mengarut, adegan yang tak berkaitan, benda yang ditokok tambah yang tak affect the plot. Lepas tu kau terpaksa buat all these fucking lazy things to get away with it. So macam I don't understand what's the plan here. So ini kau korban the high stakes punya fights, kau korban the infected punya screen time, and then kau add benda yang tak ada, and benda yang tak ada tu dah lah kau benda yang okey, tak apalah kan, kau dah tengok banyak kali dah tambahan dia yang okey, aku puji. Buat tambah-tambah macam Kathleen, tambah-tambah macam orang tua yang tak pasal ni. So what is this for? Would you rather see some fucking old people who is not in the game daripada tengok dekat kubu Tommy tu ada rumble depa lawan sambil depa nak deal dengan dia punya brotherly issues? That would have been more compelling. I don't know who would disagree, but not to judge lah, but I seriously think so. Tapi itulah, so aku sangat risau. Kalau kau tanya aku pasal this whole auntie uncle punya apa ni, aku risau. Most importantly, this is just a homage untuk Winter Up. Fuck off, thank you, come again.
Wow, itu might end with the
aku
season
curious
58.
ni Munir, mana kau dapat info next episode is a flashback punya episode?
Aku tengok ada
kita akan mainkan penghujung.
Trailer. Okay, aku tak tengok trailer.
Ada trailer ya. Nanti kita akan bincangkan. Alright, so soalan kedua adalah untuk Syaz ya. Apakah pendapat anda tentang West of the River of Death? Rupa-rupanya bukanlah cannibal seperti yang dikatakan oleh uncle auntie ni, tetapi sebuah komunis commune bernama Jackson Town full of peaceful loving survivors. Adakah Mazin dan Drakman sebenarnya nak brainwash kita bahawa Fedra hanya yang menggunakan control only creates hate seperti yang kita tengok dalam Kansas City, and the answer to survive sebenarnya adalah love and trust seperti Bill and Frank, Marlon and Florence yang Native Americans ni, dan juga Jackson Town. Dia macam subtly bagi tahu kau love.
Kalau kita tak witness Neil Druckmann punya awakening dalam woke punya culture, and the fact that there is a Last of Us Game 2, I don't think I would have answered that this was a form of control and whatnot. It would have been something, mungkin dia akan write out sebagai, oh, orang tua ni mungkin ada information lama, mungkin 5-10 years ago punya information. So the town was mungkin erected during that time. So that would have been the great time for Tommy to mention, memang masa kita orang first lari dulu, banyak cannibal around here, we had to fight them off. So then baru you nampak, betul lah uncle tu cakap, tapi sebab uncle ni tak pernah keluar daripada cabin dia, kawasan itu je hunting dia je pun. So his information could have been something old, because dia pun you boleh nampak dia tak ada kuda, tak ada apa, dia just want to stay there until dia mati lah. So if The Last of Us 1, kalau cerita ni came out like 1 year after Last of Us 1 punya game, I would have said no, this is not some subtle hint. Dia adalah purely lack of information on the uncle and auntie punya part. Tetapi seeing dia punya kerenah on Twitter, dia punya perangai-perangai dia masa video games punya awards and all that, I think he might be virtue signaling kat sini lah. Macam my way is right, cara pemikiran aku betul, love and trust is the way, you kena mesti screw the authority kind of mindset. So macam that is not really needed, sebab dalam the game there was no real right or wrong punya group. Everybody was doing what they can untuk survive. We're talking the non-criminal faction kat sini yang clearly yang pergi rape and merompak semua tu, itu memang lah, those obviously memang buat salah lah. Tapi Fedra and Firefly sebenarnya both have the people punya best interest at heart. Tetapi over time, disebabkan of pressure from society, pressure from the people itself, pressure daripada infected count and all that, so dia orang punya cara tu dah start evolve to dia orang punya own ideology lah. So satu ni jenis yang kita akan ikut cara lama, control. For 20 years our QZ have survived and tahan, so we should not change lah. Why should we change? Tetapi bila orang dah in power for so long, dia akan mindset of aku betul, so we keep doing apa yang betul lah, which is what I'm saying. Lalu dia akan jadi macam dictator. So the Firefly becomes the romanticized view of the freedom fighters. Padahal dia orang pun bukannya lah baik sangat. I'm pretty sure at some points in the story kita akan learn that they're not really all that good pun. Ultimately they all have to do grey morality punya things to survive.
Okay, so kita ada beberapa komen yang menarik untuk segmen ni. Macam Syah cakap tadi, Wan Faris pun echo Firefly dalam game ni bukan baik sangat pun. Yes. And then kita ada soalan daripada Wan Faris juga yang bertanya, adakah couple dalam cold opening ni sebenarnya Red Indian? Yes, mereka adalah Native American actors. Aku rasa diorang berlakon dalam filem Dances with Wolves 1990. So kali ni mereka bertemu kembali sebagai pelakon veteran. Tapi macam Munif persoalkan tadi tak ada kaitan kot. Tak ada kaitan dengan game Last of Us.
Nek, untuk tu Untuk tu ni, aku just nak tambah satu je benda lagi. Yang Syaz komen tadi lah pasal dia orang dua ni kan. Kan dia pun bagi warning pasal west side of the river. Wow, nampak banyak infected and bukan infected,
River of Death
duda-duda. Kan, river of death. Lepas tu dia pun lintas. Oh, sebenarnya tak ada danger. So, false information ke, pelancau ke, what have you kan. Then kau balik ke dua orang tua ni. What was their purpose then?
Kan?
Nak bagi dia orang makan rabbit bro. Nak bagi dia orang makan rabbit. How did
they affected the plot? Itu soalan aku. Nak tambah tak apa. Tapi kalau result jadi a complete non-factor, they should have just given us the fight scene dekat Tommy punya stronghold. Itu yang aku tak faham.
Dia nak tunjuk kat Joel yang you have to be honest with each other, baru kau boleh trust and love. Kan dia kata, are you being honest with me? Were you honest with him? Maksudnya diorang dah live with each other for so long yang diorang ada some cues with each other yang okay, asal kau tak tembak dia? Asal kau bagi dia makan sup? Ingat tak? Pakcik tu banyak tanya kan? So macam this is how they survive. Macam Bill and Frank, this is how they survive for decades because of the
Tapi
trust.
Betul itu cakap again, the funny thing is that so they're warning about the river of death meant nothing, and then macam kau cakap Nick, depa punya lesson about trust kan also meant nothing sebab by now dia dah bonded dah dengan each other, Ellie and Joel. Where was the trust issue? Where was the conflict?
Kita bincangkan dalam segmen segmen terakhir. Segmen terakhir akan dibincangkan tentang konflik dia.
So aku tak nampak function dia orang, memang tak nampak.
Alright, seterusnya Kudo bertanya, adakah nama pelakon Native American ni Graham Greene? If so, he was also in Maverick, Mel Gibson dan James Garner. Okay, that's pretty cool. Aku rasa uncle kita ni dah berlakon dalam banyak show sebagai Native American. So, he should be in all those period Native American shows. Alright, so dengan itu berakhirlah segmen ini dan kita akan ke plot menarik kita yang kedua. Alright, so ini adalah segmen di mana kita bakal bincangkan tentang Jacksontown, di mana kita berjumpa dengan Tommy dan Maria. Lama dia jalan kaki tu buat 3 bulan, okay? Jalan kaki daripada Kansas City, akhirnya terjumpa Jacksontown. Jumpa pun bukan dia yang jumpa, orang kuda yang sampai dulu nak tembak-tembak dia, lepas tu scouts tu bawa dia ke Jacksontown, tiba-tiba Tommy. So aku ada 2 soalan. Soalan pertama untuk Munir, apakah pendapat anda tentang evolusi Tommy yang mula-mula sebagai seorang outbreak day survivor from day one, kemudian dia jadi Firefly member, buat banyak bunuh orang lah, buat benda ganas, and then sekarang dia dah jadi a peaceful and content person yang expecting a child soon with Maria, dan bagaimana kelainan ini menjadi sumber konflik antara Tommy dan Joel. Alright, silakan Munir.
Okay, so credit where it's due lah. Bagi aku, this is one of the better changes compared to the game lah. Sebab kalau Nick kata dia punya character development macam from a day one survivor tu, kau dah tengok belakang sikit pada tu pun Nick, because he was also a fucking bum dulu. Yang kau undependable lah, tak berguna lah, Joel pun pening nak bela mamat ni lah, basically macam biawak hidup kan. Lepas tu dia pun survive the epidemic. Lepas tu dia pun jadi Fireflies lah. Lepas tu before that join Joel to buat all this like killings and illegal shit to survive lah benda semua. And then finally the message is that suddenly dia dapat build this community lah yang aman, damai, stabil benda semua. So what changed him? Family, meaning his own family. Tiba-tiba lah kahwin, lah tu ada anak sendiri, and that changes a man. So as a man juga, macam aku pun baru kahwin kan, so ada terasa juga lah with that point macam sampai bila macam jadi asshole kan. So dia ada certain things yang akan membuat kau rasa nak ada that, kalau orang Melayu cakap, anjakan paradigma lah hidup tu. So it comes from not only marriage, but the thought of having your firstborn it will change you. So it makes sense yang Tommy from the useless bum biawak hidup survivor, lost his way, dia buat benda ganas, jadi Firefly apa semua, and dah jadi this Ni lah this family man, this dependable leader suddenly completely lain daripada from when the Tommy yang Joel kenal lah. And the conflict becomes a lot more realistic daripada the game pasal dia ada anak. So kalau macam dalam game dulu dia kenapa in a way dia macam portray as queen control lah, macam alamak wife aku tak bagi, wife aku tak ni, wife aku tak tu. And Joel pun last kali macam I'm scared of your wife, so okay lah, we'll get out of your hair apa semua kan. Tapi pasal dia letak this added factor of kata bini Tommy tu ada anak, so it makes sense, it feels more real and there's more weight. And kau, yalah, make sense lah. So kau tengok, kalau kau pun macam aku baru ada anak ni, kau nak suruh aku keluar pada dinding ni, kita ada elektrik, kita ada movie, kita ada Christmas tree, kau nak suruh aku keluar aku dah nak ada anak ni bang. So that is completely realistic, very it really makes sense. Lepas tu aku suka pula how the conflict pula membuat from the fact yang aku tak suka clean cut heroes tau. So suka Joel in the moment of desperation and weakness jadi asshole. Dia pula jadi asshole. Dia ungkit lah after macam everything I did for us was semua tu macam everything that was also self-serving tau sebenarnya. And we were not doing good things tau. Yang kau nak ungkit tu kononnya dia bagus sangat kan. So even the hero is very human lah, very flawed kan Joel lah. Memang credit to Pedro punya good acting juga lah. So even though dia punya macam gaduh tu dia tak sedramatik dalam game. Dalam game dia sampai tolak Tommy lah apa semua kan. Tapi dia rasa macam lagi menyengat tau in the movie, walaupun dia pun just cakap tau. Sebab the words tu cakap deep kan. Lagi-lagi bila Tommy cakap macam dah just hidup kau dah ni dah habis, doesn't mean macam aku tak boleh dah hidup sendiri pula kan. Tu cakap tu ungkit, oi daughter dia mati. So dia pun macam itu memang tersengat part tu. So again, this is where good acting comes into play. This is where following the source materials comes into play. And this is where kau buat creative edition. Bila kau buat creative decision, the creative edition tu jadi lagi sedap lah. Ni maksud aku. Sebab kalau in game, the conflict seems flimsy just by aku ada wife aku je aku in control. Dia ubah ada anak, then everything makes fucking sense. See, ada je edition yang aku puji. Tapi kalau kau tambah Kathleen, kau tambah makcik pokcik tengah cabin tu, does nothing to the plot, then that I don't get. But yeah, on this change pasal tiba-tiba ada anak ni is very good and it's very well acted. Again, aku terkesan on many levels. Satu, as a guy macam who just got married. Secondly, as a guy ada 2 little brothers. So masa dia first jumpa Tommy tu, aku tengok kalau aku pun macam dah bertahun tak nampak adik aku hidup mati ke tak tahu kan. And I went through all this fucking shit just untuk jumpa kan, dan jumpa kau. So masa dia embrace tu, masa Joe panggil tu, so aku rasa emotional jugalah part tu. But again, this show all the emotional beats and the acting tu kita tahu is good. It's good, but ultimately, it's a zombie game. It's a zombie show kan. So on yang ni Misha akan komen lah selepas ni. The follow up to this tu lah macam tak ada rumble in the Tommy punya stronghold ni, macam what a bit like down.
Ya, betul. Syaz, apa nak tambah sebelum aku go to the next question?
Ada. Aku rasa this is one of example di mana we melencong ke tepi yang tak guna ni, yang kepada dua anti uncle ni took time away from the story. So dalam the game there was an actual fighting scene di mana dah gaduh, dah duk maki-maki dan marah-marah ni kan malam sebelum tu. The very next day tu ada bergaduh. So Bandits. Tommy and Joel
Bandit datang attack.
Bandit datang. So Tommy dengan Joel akan pergi berlawan dengan Bandit. Tak silap aku lah, Ellie lari dulu tau. Ellie merajuk
dengan wife
kan?
Dia sebelum tu dia pergi dia actually masa depa tengah tua tu happen, yang Ellie dia pergi dengan Tommy punya wife tu. Lepas tu Joel dengan Tommy lah tengah gaduh. Lepas tu in the middle of that, oh shit, we under attack kan. Tapi
So,
after they resolve tu baru Ellie found out what was going on. Lepas tu dia ciao.
So that's why bila dia punya apa ni, if they showed them working together, then kita boleh nampak that the brotherhood punya bond is so strong. So mungkin after that macam okay lah, mungkin masa kita tu kita semua duduk minum beer, so tengah emotion, tengah seronok ni kan, tiba-tiba aku cucuk balik, atau mengamuk kan. Bukan saja Joel yang buat Tommy yang buat Joel marah, Joel mentikam juga dengan lidah dia tu. We'll see how lah. Uish. Sebab just because dulu kau pernah jadi bapa, sekarang kau nak jadi bapa, kau tak boleh nak terima kan. Macam
dia kata apa ya, ada dalam game Tommy cakap I think I'll be a good dia kata itu I think I'll be a good dad kan. Lepas tu macam we'll see. Macam woi. Kan? Kau ni dah kenapa bang?
So that was the part yang apa? That was the part that should have been shown and not told kepada kita. Then we have given us another fighting scene tau. Important fighting scene. And kalau katakan tak payah banyak pun, dia orang just berdebung tembak 1-2 kan, here and then, bandit lari, and one critical moment dia just shoot orang yang nak cederakan apa ni, bini Tommy ni. Cukup dah. That's all you have to do. You don't have to show like 10 minute punya fight. You can just show dia ni dua-dua memang skill gila. But bila dah jadi lawan macam tu, barulah Tommy boleh kata, see Joel, this is why I have to stay back. I am one of the best fighters in this town. The rest of these people banyak orang yang non-combatant tau, yang masih civilian, not fighters. So he is one of the best fighters because I grew up with you, from the lessons I got with you. Kan? So
lagi satu. On Shaz punya point tu juga memang betul tau. Sebab here's the thing, macam aku cakap lah, dia kan bukan kita gila babi nak action sangat, tapi kadang-kadang that perilous situation tu pun dia macam forward character development tau. Sebab kalau dalam game kan dia sama, dia ada that gaduh-gaduh mulut, which aku dah cakap tadi, the series pun does very superbly. Tapi kalau game dia pun tengah gaduh-gaduh lah tu kan, Joel ungkit macam kata after everything I've done for you kan, dia kata what have you done for me, kau je bunuh-bunuh orang semua macam orang gila kan. So macam there was a better way but we didn't do it, we're not good at it kan. Kita selalu pilih violence tidak what's going on, macam we under attack. Lah tu Tommy dah ready at pergi defend. Lah tu siap sempat pergi peli abang dia, you still remember how to kill? Babi, kau baru ungkit aku bunuh-bunuh orang tadi, lagi mau tanya kan. Lepas tu at that time jom gaduh apa ke tepi, in the end we are this both badass brothers kan, bam. Lepas tu you get your action beats and you get your character development, and kau dapat tengok the further bond of these two guys as brothers. Walaupun their situations have changed, tapi through in battle they both found each other again now, in a way tau. Lepas the battle was resolved, baru macam both see each other punya side kan. So instead we have this fucking like cabin scene yang macam tak buat apa-apa pun.
Dia nak tukar kasut bro. Lepas tu adik dia, tak apa, I dah beli kasut untuk you. Itu je. Itu je. Bodoh siap. Bodoh.
Okay, mind you, kalau katakan dia tunjuk that fight scene yang dia orang pergi selamatkan bini Tommy
Maria dengan Ellie.
Maria dengan Ellie ni, that boot scene moment will have been much more impactful. Tapi disebabkan tak ada fight scene, bila kau tengok balik, apa yang aku tengok pasal boot tu buat apa? Kan? Balik kau tengah tembak kan. This is what I mean, I cannot do this anymore, blah 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 blah. It will be so much more fun.
Ya, man. Fak, dia tak ada bajet ke apa siap?
My thoughts exactly. Kau ni dah habis bajet ke apa? Because of that bloater punya suit.
Suit bloater tu dalam 5 minit je cerita.
Dalam gelap.
Aku bajet habis.
Dalam gelap bro, dalam gelap. So tak nampak.
Dalam gelap by the way.
Yang tengah juta tu tak nampak. What does it? Alright, soalan seterusnya untuk Syaz ya. Apakah pendapat anda tentang warning daripada Maria kepada Ellie? The only people that can betray us are the ones we trust. Serta the fact bahawa watak Maria ni telah di blackwash di dalam adaptasi ni menjadi kulit hitam. So jadi dalam game dia bukan kulit hitam. So apa pendapat kau silakan?
Blackwash tu aku tak ada masalah sangat. Because ultimately her character punya character dia sama. She is the character that contributed kepada Ellie punya growth. Sebab kan sanitary punya products banyak dah tak ada in this world. Dia punya she was the temporary mother figure lah kepada Ellie in certain points, and dia macam bagi nasihat tu because most likely in the past dia pun pernah kena. So that's why bila dia trust somebody macam Tommy ni, despite having that motto of kalau kita only the people who trust, who yang kita percaya boleh betray kita. Aku tak nak mention benda tu, tapi since dah keluar kat sini kan, dia a foreshadowing of of the game punya events lah.
Finale dia.
Saya tak tahu, tolong jangan spoil. Tolong jangan spoil.
So, aku nak avoid benda tu sebenarnya. Tapi
dalam komen tolong jangan spoil Tolong please.
Sian abang Nick gitu.
So, kalau tidak abang ni akan ban. Okay. Anyway, kita kena faham kita 100% faham Joel and Ellie punya interaction and dia punya trust. Kita pun faham that Joel tak betray Ellie all the way to the end sebab kita main game. Tapi from Maria punya perspektif ni, dia tak kenal Joel. And kalau Tommy duk cerita, abang aku dulu gila babi, kita orang dulu sama-sama buat kerja yang tak baik, for the sake of doing this kind of thing, semua-semua kan. So aku rasa Maria pun macam, ini abang kau yang datang ni, ada bawa budak lagi ni. Lepas tu dia tanya kan, like do you trust him or not? Kan? Itulah, that is the thing. Tapi ada satu one thing yang aku nak mention kat sini. Aku nampak tu dia orang tulis nama dekat in chalk on a blackboard tu. Aku nampak nama Sarah. Tapi ada seorang lagi tu anak nama Kevin. So aku macam siapa pula ni kan? Is this Sarah yang anak Joel dengan Kevin tu? So aku tengok sikit research benda tu. Is anak Maria masa kecil. Tak sampai a few months meninggal. Aku cakap wow. Because the anak dia mati masa the zombie outbreak, the infected outbreak lah. So aku rasa in the long term lah, kalau orang yang research, that is dia punya reward lah. They will learn that sebab dia hilang anak dia during that time, masa chaos tu, sebab itu dia jadi somebody yang very bitter. Sebab kalau kita ada somebody mention tadi, dia kata the wife is very unlikable sebab dia bekerja sebagai lawyer, attorney district kan, district attorney so orang yang lawyer ni selalunya jenis yang dia akan ada antara dua jenis. Dia akan kata hitam tu hitam, ataupun dia akan cerita orange tu sebenarnya apple. So aku rasa dia ni jenis yang kata hitam tu hitam. So that's why kita ni sebagai orang Malaysia and in particular Malays kan, kadang-kadang kita banyak berlapik tau. Kita tak kata kau ni bodoh, except dengan kawan-kawan lah. Tapi dengan general people kita tak akan kata dia ni bodoh. So bila kena dengan orang yang perangai macam ni, and then ni bukan stereotype but the black skin people dekat Amerika, when they say this kind of thing, dia macam lebih lebih impactful tau. Bila dia cakap kau kena macam ni, ini macam ni, macam ni, it feels more impactful than when an orang putih says it. Aku tak sure kenapa. it might be a racial thing lah. Macam
Betul.
kita, dalam Malaysia pun kita ada certain things yang benda yang kita kuat. Contohnya kalau we stereotypically assume Chinese can calculate better. Kalau orang Melayu pula dia pandai bercerita and whatnot, but basically the characterization of her dengan the fact that they use a black character, black actress, so dia punya bila dia cakap tu macam bukan nak orang bagi advice tau, macam half marah half bagi advice tau. Itu pun macam dia ni marah aku ke bagi advice ni kan.
Syaz. Kau punya point tu betul, dia buat aku terfikir pasal apa tu, because in the game macam when that aura is being spit out, being said by bini Tommy, Maria lah, inside the game, which is a white female kan, dia rasa macam Karen tau. Dia tak rasa macam tegas ke, macam nasihat yang ni ke apa. Dia macam, aduh perempuan ni menyampah betul aku, ni adik aku, suka hati lah. Karen ni cakap banyak betul.
Because I don't know, macam she gives off that big mama punya vibe tau. Kalau kau bagi dia lagi 5 tahun duk makan sedap kan, memang jadi big mama lah. Tapi both in size and dia punya attitude, jenis yang apa, kalau dia menjerit, adults pun akan cakap, ya puan. Kau main sini? Kau main sini? Apa yang kau buat ni? Kau tak jaga girlfriend kau ni? Kau buat kenapa ni? Yes. Betul lah juga. It makes sense lah. So it's their traits lah yang kita biasa tengok.
Macam korang couple. Okay.
Sebab she look like council member boss type. So macam I'm here to make sure that you don't buat hal in my town. And Tommy is just sebab abang aku kot. Of course lah aku nak sembang dengan dia kan, dah lama tak jumpa. So dia macam dia ni kenapa duduk tak bergerak di sini? Aku nak makan ni. Takut.
Kelakar tu, scene tu kelakar. Alright, so kita ada beberapa komen menarik. Jadi yang ni aku rasa back to back ni benda yang sama, so aku membacakan at the same time. Wan Faris berkata, cuba teka siapakah girl yang mengendap Ellie tu, dan dia ada kaitan dengan season 2. Kemudian just one terus spoilers, Tina ke yang cameo yang nampak Ellie macam tu. So menurut penulis Craig Mazin, showrunner di dalam The Last of Us podcast di YouTube, dia mengatakan it is ambiguous. Someone is staring at Ellie. I wonder who that could be. Theoretically or not, we will find out one day. So berdasarkan yang Mazin tease tu, memang betul lah itu adalah Dina, iaitu lesbian lover Ellie yang kita bakal jumpa dalam season 2. Aku yang tak tahu pun terpaksa tahu pasal nak menjawab soalan ni.
So that means kan Munir, Nick kena cari panelis baru tau for season 2. Sebab dia akan mengikut The Last of Us game 2.
Oh my god.
So sebab kita tak suka development in game 2, so aku tak rasa tak tengok season 2.
Just stay for the Red King lah. Okay? Come on.
Tapi in all seriousness kan, aku rasa satu concern pasal ni tau. Sebab in reality Bella Ramsey ni umur dia berapa? How old is she?
Sekejap, aku cari sekejap.
Sebab she really looks like a kid tau. So, aku tak tahu kalau by season 2 will she still macam, you know, aku tak tahu, maybe dengan proper
19, but she was born on September 30, 2003, so she should be 20 this year.
Okay, dia nampak macam budak tau. She actually like looks really small tau. So aku tak tahu bila by season 2 dia nak jadi, you know, this badass person tu yang ada lesbian lover lah benda semua kan. Kalau dia tak grow a bit, aku tak tahu, dia nampak pelik tu in my head sekarang. Sebab dia macam memang nampak macam budak kan.
Betul. So semoga terjawab persoalan-persoalan korang. Yes, itu adalah Dina, lesbian lover kepada Ellie yang kita akan jumpa dalam season 2 nanti. Semoga persoalan korang terjawab. Alright, aku ada 2 komen lagi. Hairul mengatakan yes, Jenna Ortega baru berumur 20 manakala Bella Ramsey berumur 19. So
that means they have another at least 10 years of dia punya good acting ya.
yes, dan nampaknya kita dah tua bila ini semua. Aku tak tahu dia dah generasi keberapa dah pelakon baru yang aku kenal. Generasi keberapa aku tak ingat.
Patricia bagi aku masih muda tu.
Alright, kita ada soalan out of topic daripada Hakim Ashraf yang bertanya, pada pendapat panelis, adakah siri ini akan jadi lebih baik kalau dapat bajet macam Ring of Power, iaitu berapa juta 60 juta satu episod? Yes, definitely. Kalau dia dapat 60 juta satu episod daripada Jeff Bezos, definitely kita akan ada bajet untuk buat fight scenes dalam gelap, fight scenes waktu siang. Kau nak bayar extra bloaters, clickers, raiders, cannibals, 60 juta satu episod bro, boleh, no problem.
Yang ni berapa bajet dia?
Okay, nanti aku check.
Tapi itulah, I mean, kalau katakan kita kumpulkan all the Ring of Power berapa episod?
10. So they spend 600 million. Yeah, for season 1. So 60 million per episode.
So kalau katakan kita ambil lah 600 million tu kan, kita bahagi dengan 20 episod. 20 episod 30 million each. Ataupun kalau kita nak ikut format
CGI pun cukup.
Kalau katakan kita nak ikut format dramatic combat, dramatic combat. So you still have about 10 to 15 million per episode.
Bro,
Pedro bawah sangat.
The Last of Us hanya 10 juta satu episod. Sedih bro. Even Game of Thrones by the end of the season, setiap episode was like 18 million. 10 juta satu episod bro.
Okay, untuk just atau kau cakap lu.
Basically aku rasa lah with 600,000 thousand ke million?
Million. Jeff Bezos has so much money to burn bro. 600
Kalau
million per season. So one episode of season 1 for Rings of Power was 60 million.
So bayangkan kalau kita ada 600 million over 20 episode, let's say dia punya CGI 200 million, ada lagi 400 million, 20 million per episode. So Neil Druckmann boleh buat dia punya cerita Strawberry episode 1, episode 2, Kathleen 4 episode, apa lagi, lawan bloater tu half episode dalam gym.
Henry and Sam bagi lagi banyak episode. Henry and Sam, Henry dengan Kathleen punya abang, could have been the whole story.
Then barulah kita macam, Kathleen ni orang yang teraniaya. Kita orang ada sembang offline, how you can rewritten the whole story. You can change Henry dengan Sam menjadi victims of the system, where they had, sebab mungkin tak cukup ubat ke apa, dia kena jadi informant. Kena pula abang Kathleen mengamuk So there's a lot of things they could have done, which tak perlu pun you nak bagi every episode 10-20 million. But kalau you boleh buat you can expand some episode jadi episode cerita, some episode adalah episode yang action pack. You dah boleh distribute budget kat situ. CGI 200 million, sedang. There are a lot of things that could have been done, dan kita takkan marah sebab kita akan tahu masih ada lagi 15 episod. Tak apalah, dia bagi 2 episod kat Strawberry Park ni kan. So kita tak marah sangat. But then ini you are jumping here and there, dah lah you tambah karakter yang kita tak sempat nak kenal, nak menyampah pun tak sempat. Macam aku patut marah Kathleen ni, tapi aku tak kenal dia lagi. Is it fair? Aku cuma menyampah sebab dia nampak macam Karen. So macam you tak sempat nak build the character. Tak cukup episode.
Betul.
Dia pada komen Hakim ni, aku nak mulakan dengan ni lah. The Rings of Power pun was not better because of budget The Rings of Power.
Yang tu writing dia ke laut bro. Writing dia ke laut. Nak tinggalkan island nation ni je dah 3 episod. Okay, kita akan bertolak. Lepas tu minggu depan, tapi kita nak kena sediakan ship dulu. So kita tak bertolak lagi. Betul.
Kapal dua je kapal so itulah kadang-kadang itulah irony ya. Sebab Rings of Power sendiri tunjuk walaupun berbekalkan bajet Rings of Power, dia tak jamin power. So berbalik kepada series ni pula, katalah kalau Druckmann dengan Mazin ni dia dapat itulah what have you 60 million per episode apa semua kan. Dia actually dia berbalik kepada apa yang Syah cakap tadi tau. It seems like these guys tulis this show untuk menang award, not really for the fan tau. So kalau kau bagi dia more budget, which aku rasa in the first place that's not the issue. So issue dia is they need more episode instead of budget. Tapi andai kata dia ada more episodes or even more budget pun, tapi niat dia tu nak menang Oscar kan. So dengan budget Rings of Power, apa yang kau kan
adalah Emmy Awards bukan Oscar.
Betul, Emmy Awards kan. Dia menang Emmy Awards. So what you're gonna get with a higher budget Last of Us is maybe bulu-bulu dada yang lebih HD, strawberry yang lebih mahal. So dia takkan ada ke benda-benda yang kau suka tu. Jangan risau. Sebab dia last kali macam mana, you can see this funny irony daripada the apa movie hantu tu yang tu hand record tu pelancar tu, what's the series of movies
Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch Project.
No. Bukan yang lepas tu, yang bajet dia berapa puluh ribu je tu. Lepas tu dia jadi
activity.
Ya. Macam Paranormal Activity berbekalkan what 18,000 bucks kena macam kamera sampah ke apa ke.
Yes, betul.
It macam, and that was the best movie of the series. Yang lain tu lagi-lagi high budget tapi lagi sampah. So aku believe pasal kepala writer tu dia dah set macam ni, dia nak menang award, dia nak forward agenda, dia nak buat decision making yang bukan creativity based, dia nak menang argument dengan the guys yang benci dia punya second video game, dia nak tunjuk and dia boleh menang award dalam game yang menang award as a writer. So bila decision making dia me kau bagilah dia budget macam mana pun, it's not gonna change anything sebab dia dah set in stone dia punya path tu macam tu. So but at the end of the day aku rasa more than that they need more episodes. But itulah Druckmann at the helm man. Kita tahu dia punya ego tu macam mana. Dengan again macam Syahson Nick cakap, tengok gaya dia bala-bala komen orang dekat Twitter macam budak-budak kan. So this guy kah kepala tau. So more episodes, more budget, they can buat pretty much the same thing with higher grade strawberries and more HD bulu dada.
Alright, semoga terjawab persoalan Hakim tu. Alright, so dengan itu kita dah berakhir dengan segmen ni dan kita akan ke plot menarik kita yang terakhir. Alright, so plot menarik kita yang terakhir ni tentang Colorado University, di mana kita fokus pada Joel dan Ellie pula. So soalan pertama adalah untuk Munif ya. Apakah pendapat anda tentang Joel melalui some sort of trauma ke macam PTSD ataupun panic attacks apabila dia teringat tentang Sarah the closer Joel gets to Ellie? Dan juga apakah pendapat anda tentang Joel's fear of failure to protect Ellie sampai dia offer dekat Tommy to complete the quest? Adakah ni ada dalam game ataupun ni yang Druckmann dengan Mazin tambah untuk adaptation ni? So silakan.
Kalau dalam game tu dia pun nak actually dia nak tinggal Ellie dengan Tommy tu instead of nak paksa Tommy tu escort sekali tau. So the reason being is that dia dah start really sayang dengan Ellie. Dia basically dah anggap daughter dia sendiri. And dia macam mana, to quote Niki Lauda dalam the severely underrated movie Rush, dia kata suddenly you have something to lose. So kau dah elok-elok move on daripada anak kau, dah mati benda semua, traumatic experience. Tiba, oh shit, kenapa aku rasa macam aku ada anak lagi sekali ni kalau mati lagi, I cannot go through that fucking shit again. So dalam game tu satu macam, Tommy, please ambil ini and settlekan the mission. I'm just not good enough to complete the journey, whatever, ambil lah dia kan. So dalam game pun Tommy siap, dia pergi balik Texas, saya tengok dia jumpa gambar lama, nampak gambar dia dengan daughter dia pun semua kan. Joel tak nak, dia tak nak gambar tu, dia kata simpan. Ellie nak sebut pasal anak dia, kata jangan sebut. So macam dia terlalu sayang sampai dia buat this Great Wall of China kat itu, sebab they cannot bear reliving that memory tau. Tiba-tiba ada macam anak dia incarnate kat sini kan, memang tak boleh belah lah. So berbalik pada TV series pula, aku actually quite suka the change yang tunjuk Joel tengah suffering from anxieties and panic attack tau, sebab dia pun dah ada banyak close call lah throughout the series kan. So aku suka pasal dia tunjuk Joel tu is a very real and vulnerable character lah, sebab reputasi dia is just macam dia just this unkillable psycho yang duk bunuh orang dulu and then ask questions later semua. Tapi kita actually dapat tengok the real person is actually very human. And aku suka the duality of man yang ditunjukkan dalam episod ni, pasal it shows how bukan life tapi human beings are very unpredictable characters, very grey characters, not black and white. Sebab while Tommy daripada biawak hidup boleh jadi leader of a community, dependable, level-headed lah apa semua, pasal dia nak dapat anak, Joel jadi makin daripada this cold-blooded perfect assassin jadi makin bangang, duk buat mistake dengan pekaknya, dengan duk accidentally duk buat ni dengan tak confident pasal ada anak technically. So whatever it is, you can agree having a kid akan macam severely change a man, tapi for better or worse. Dia macam Russian roulette tau. Ada anak, ada setengah orang jadi macam Tommy. Ada anak, ada setengah orang pula end up macam Joel tau. So there's no fixed formula tau when you are a human being kan. Macam mana kau react kepada situation, so the lemons that life gives you lah basically kan. So aku suka this part. But yang pelik pasal apa, aku actually suka the part yang dia very anxiety. Like I said, this is a good change bagi aku. It feels more real and dia tunjukkan that duality of man aku buat cerita tadi. Tapi aku rasa it doesn't make sense yang dia suka-suka hati nak ajak Tommy pergi follow dia tau on the journey. That is quite macam out of character and tiba-tiba for me. Wouldn't it make more sense kalau this one, the game did it better, which is kau just tinggal lah dengan Tommy yang ada the Firefly connection, Tommy yang tahu where the Fireflies are at, Tommy yang tahu kawasan tu macam-macam mana, and you're desperate untuk misi ni berjaya. It makes sense to just tinggal Ellie dengan Tommy lah. Kenapa macam, why did you expect yang kau boleh actually paksa Tommy ikut kau on your suicide mission? But I thought you sayang your brother. To me that was a little nitpick, like it felt a bit weird. I thought you can just follow the game yang plot, which is just diserahkan pada Tommy, when you think it's right, get her to the Firefly kan, sebab you know the place better apa semua kan. But yalah, on the part of giving Joel tu anxiety and this ni lah pasal anak, so aku memang suka lah. In fact, this was one of the best parts of the show, especially bila Joel ada that conversation dengan Ellie dalam bilik tu kan, yang Ellie rasa dia cakap yang you don't know loss kan, dia kata ke Ellie, semua orang yang aku sayang dah either mati atau caw. Lepas tu kata just you're the only fucking one yang still ada sini, kau nak belah. Mata aku macam tersebak gak lah. Fuck. Takkan kau nak tinggalkan dia. I mean, it's the right thing to do, but you know, such is the nature of the right things to do lah. Kena korbankan kau punya emotion kan. Memang last kali dia pun gagal dan tak dapat berbuat macam tu lah. Again, the highlight of the episode is yang ni, and Mr. Druckmann, yet again, the highlight of the episode is benda yang diambil word by word sebiji dari game. So, you know, aku tak faham dia punya point about if I want a bit just play the video game. No, you are objectively wrong. Because kau punya editions has mostly membuang masa and tak best. So yeah, yet again another emotional hit for the show, this part. But proving my point right, the best part again came directly from the video game. So if it's not broken, don't fix it, Mr. Druckmann. So itulah. I'm again. I feel like the change pasal bagi dia anxiety tu is a good addition to the game lah. Actually dia reminisce macam Iron Man juga lah dalam MCU kan. Lepas aku suka the fact yang you just a normal playboy philanthropist. Kita lawan dengan Nordic god sebenarnya wujud, and kau lawan je aliens from the fucking sky kan. Lepas tu macam ada memang jadi terus ada anxiety attack, ada lasting impact. It made the character more real, it makes sense, and it makes the events tu ada weight, ada consequence. So it's the same effect. Dia orang pakai LAST of US ni, aku suka. It makes it more believable. This is one of the changes that I approve.
Nice.
Dia punya panic attack tu pretty much started around the point when they were being held at gunpoint. So that one was a recall back kepada dia punya PTSD of the daughter dying. Dia totally helpless tau. Dia tak boleh buat apa. So dari situ dia start, and then later on dalam the episode, dia Maria tu rambut macam anak dia tau.
Rambut mengerbang.
Dia tengok Christmas tree tu, he's reminded of Outbreak Day and stuff like that. Yeah.
Kan? So the Christmas tree, and then bila dia tengok kat luar, dia duduk macam dada aku macam sakit ni, dia tengok ada orang pun rambut macam anak dia. Lepas tu ada baby lari pula, mami. So dalam kepala dia, that could have been Sarah at the right age. Dah besar.
Ada anak.
So benda tu macam dia it's not one scene, tapi it's multiple things which over time compounded over several different scenes. So the moment yang Ellie kata I will follow I ikut Joel, that is supposed to be the deciding factor in Joel punya choice making lah. Tetapi it does not address the fact that dia punya helplessness tu tak rasa dah hilang, which should have been something that was shown in the bandit attack on the town. Kita rugi that scene. Lagi 5 minit, 10 minit tu, we have restored dia punya confidence. Okay, I can do this. Tommy pun boleh, aku pun boleh. Kau nak pilih siapa? Aku nak Joel. Done, let's go. I'm done with this anxiety panic attack. You know, aku dah restore my faith. I can still fight. Ellie dah pilih aku. Itu penting. Let's go. Done. Tapi last member tak dia nak award kan. Dia bukan nak tunjuk cerita yang kohesif. So jadi macam ni lah.
Hallmark version of the Last of Us. Macam tu lah. Alright, soalan kedua adalah untuk Syaz ya. Apakah pendapat anda tentang Joel finally opening up to Ellie and starting to share his hopes about the future, macam dia nak lead a solitary life, rearing sheep. Lepas ni dia macam lepas I bagi you kat Firefly dan ni plan aku, you know. And then the fact that dia dah sampai kat University of Colorado, Fireflies dah lari ke Utah, sehingga Joel dan Ellie kena attack dengan bandit. Adakah Joel dah mati? I don't know man, I didn't play the game man, so silakan.
Spoiler besar. Okay, aku rasa the opening up tu was the fact that dia he has come to the point where aku dah tak boleh nak tolak ke tepi dah. Aku mentally dengan Ellie dah macam anggap macam anak dah. So might as well embrace it lah. So aku ceritalah benda-benda macam ni. But the way he mention tu, in a way, bila dia cerita pasal dia punya apa dia nak buat apa ni semua tu kan, it's actually very macam like aku nak buat benda bodoh je, aku tak nak buat kerja-kerja macam ni lah. So dia still trying to keep that small gap so that Ellie takkan too attached to him, that kind of sense, because takut nanti kan bila dia attach sangat kan, nanti nak drop off, oh tak boleh pula tiba-tiba nak lari ikut Joel lagi keluar kan, mana kita tahu. So he still concerned dekat situ lah. Kalau dia start to become closer than they are, nanti in the end Ellie might not want to be with the Fireflies. We do not know. That would have been dia punya motivation lah. Sorry, the other part of the question tu, what's the second part? Oh, yang bandit yang Utah semua tu. Okay, so that one memang ada in the story. In fact, that was the original point. They're supposed to meet the Fireflies. So it was supposed to be a research center. That's why ada doktor punya, medical punya equipment all that. Aku rasa dia orang lari because they had other things they had to do, and the fact that bandit attacks was getting more prevalent. So kalau
I think in the game they heard over recording supposedly a monkey that was infected beat one of the Fireflies. So that's why they left. Aku tak tahu. Was that
lah. Itu aku dah tak ingat.
Ada monyet. Satu dia pun tunjuk ada monyet tu kejap.
So itulah. So I guess they had to abandon their punya base, which is why they put the trail semua tu. Tapi tu aku pelik. Why would you leave a trail for people you don't want to find, so that they can find you? Dangerous lah kan?
Ya, tunjuk tut.
So I think memang that scene should have been another half episode. Tapi sebab dia nak end on a cliffhanger kan, so dia had to rush the twist.
Joel mati. Adakah ini cara Joel mati? Kena cucuk dengan bandit. Kena cucuk dengan bandit, bro.
Tapi masa the game kan, dia lagi teruk tau. Dia jatuh daripada bangunan atas. Dia jatuh atas piece of rebar tau.
Atas steel bar.
Gua macam
So ni dia bagi realistik sikit lah. Kotak tu dah mampus.
Betul. Yang ni setakat kena cucuk dengan bandit je lah. Macam tu lah. Alright. So dengan itu berakhirlah 3 plot menarik untuk episod ini. Dengan itu kita bakal bincangkan harapan kami untuk episod minggu depan. Alright, sebelum aku tanya panelis tentang harapan mereka, jom kita tonton trailer dulu supaya korang ada bullet points untuk bercakap.
You don't fight. Your friend fights. She's not here anymore.
You follow the rules, you become an officer. We're the only thing holding this all together.
Riley, where have you been? I will tell you everything. You have to come with me for a few hours. You trust me, right? Open your eyes. Tonight I'm gonna show you the 4 wonders of the mall.
If you come back, we could be running things. We're like the future.
You're a firefly? Yes. Ellie, put it down.
None of this shit was even about me.
Ellie! Get ready to run.
Alright. So yes, macam Hairul cakap ni, nampaknya teaser bagi episode 7 bakal cover DLC Left Behind, di mana kita berjumpa dengan Riley, lesbian friend kepada Ellie. So persoalan dia, sempat ke episod 7, 8, 9 macam cliffhanger je nak sampai finale nanti ni? So apakah harapan korang untuk episod ke-7? Kita mulakan dengan Munim, silakan.
Harapan lah, tak tahulah. Sebab pun aku dah nampak dah nak jadi apa. Kalau kita ambil episode 3 as reference, itu mustahil kalau this whole episode 7 becomes a flashback lesbian love fest. So tapi aku annoyed dengan diorang ni. Dalam setiap trailer, kenapa kau nak sangat tunjuk clickers, tunjuk infected tu? Tunjuklah kau punya emotional, nangis-nangis, lovey-dovey, wholesome bullshit tu. Kan? Dalam trailer aku selalu mesti nak tunjuk benda meletup ke, terbakar ke, clickers ke apa ke. Di actual episode, tunjuk makcik wholesome dalam kabin, tunjuk scene-scene bangang, scene-scene bercakap, scene-scene strawberry kan. So tak tahu cakap, dia bukan tak tahu apa the fans nak tengok, tapi dia ego tau, dia nak menang award. So dia akan buat all this macam agenda punya scenes, dialogue punya scenes, emotional punya scenes untuk demi nak menang award tau. So aku punya harapan tu just tak tahulah. Aku ada satu harapan lah, which is this. I hope the DLC punya flashback ni tak makan the whole episode 7. Aku harap dia tak makan the whole episode 7 sebab banyak benda nak cover. Because that tak tahu, because the pacing semua dah off tau. Sebab not only kau kena tunjuk Ellie finally become an adult dalam winter, which aku rasa dia orang memang dah takkan tunjuk. And the pacing pun is off pasal dekat dalam game, by the time kau dah pergi ke Rumble dekat college tu, Ellie bunuh banyak gila orang. Actually, lagi-lagi lepas Joel dah tumbang, so ditunjuk macam how Ellie just by a breath, just by CP, just managed to kill this guy, kill that guy, just desperately try nak selamatkan Joel. So dia dah jadi accustomed to killing at the college, which kita takkan tengok sebab dia literally tak ada. The scene has passed. Ellie killed no one. Winter up pula nak tunjuk dia do even more killing yang berdikari, yang jaga the injured Joel. I don't think we're gonna see that juga. So macam mana kau nak nampak the eventual Ellie yang kita know? Aku tak tahu, tak nampak je cukup time. And tu pun aku tak masuk lagi pasal David and James, our cannibal characters, which apparently Troy Baker was casted to play one of the cannibals. Tapi I don't know how they're gonna fit into it without making the finale rush tau. Sebab kau pula yang kat Salt Lake City tu lah ada few things happen, which obviously includes the big finale juga at the same time. So apa pun kita kena terima hakikat that it's gonna be a rush. Tak banyak buang masa kat benda-benda bodoh. It's gonna be a rush. So kalau aku punya harapan tu, yang DLC flashback ni bukan cerita apa sangat pun. Dia je ada di lesbian love, and then what happened, and then how did that change Ellie and set her for her journey. So kalau boleh maybe just half the episode, or macam just opening of the episode, just benda tu ke, and then kau boleh develop more on Joel and Ellie punya journey for 3/4 of episode 7. Tapi tu macam cakap lah, sebab kalau kita gunakan episode 3 as reference, dia gonna milk the lesbian love tu sampai habis episode 7, and then we will have an extremely rush dash towards the finishing line saat tinggal episod 8 dan 9 saja untuk cover Winter Up, Cannibals and everything yang jadi dalam Salt Lake City. So itulah again harapan aku, janganlah flashback DLC ni makan the whole of episode 7. Kalau tak, it's gonna be really bad pacing wise.
Dia nak menang Emmys bro, dia nak menang Emmys, so dia kena mengangkatkan panji LGBTQIA ni bro. Pasal voters semua lesbian.
Lagi tu the best part is this is gonna be next level lah. Pasal apa tau? Sebab it's not just your typical LGBTQ lesbian punya benda-benda ke. It's also gonna be underage girl. So
underage legal kot.
Whatever rocks your boat.
Correct.
So tu lah, tak tahulah. So
menceritakan benda yang tak betul.
Aku just tak tahulah. Aku macam I just prepared to get bored lah for the next episode, in all honesty, with a sedikit harapan yang janganlah the DLC flashback ni makan the whole episode. Paling teruk pun separuh lah. But yes, dan episode 3 muncul lah otak. Kau tengok apa kita orang buat episode 3 macam. Okay, so berhenti balap again.
Joel dengan Ellie berjalan tapi kita tak nampak. Tahu-tahu dah sampai rumah Bill. That's it. That's
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Aku rasa dia punya what's going to happen is that the flashback, okay, firstly kita tengok pattern dan dia selalu akan tunjuk dramatic moment, tapi sebenarnya portion tu sikit je in the actual story. So kalau diikut that trend, so flashback tu akan jadi a vehicle untuk menunjukkan sebenarnya Ellie ni ganas. Dulu masa belajar dia ada belajar medik, dia ada belajar ini, belajar itu. That's why she can become somebody good. So sambil dia tengah nak tolong Joel tu, dia akan flashback, aku teringat masa ni. Dia akan tolong bila dia nak show the wound ke apa ke, dia boleh buat macam ni. So macam like okay. So all this time kau sebenarnya just need someone to follow around je lah, itu je. But sebenarnya you are very self-sufficient as a person. Tapi itulah, I mean, aku rasa if it doesn't take the whole episode, it's going to be a good story arc dari segi why she takut to be alone. That was the biggest fear. So hopefully dia tak tunjuk the full episode lah, because we need to have Joel be up and running again by episode 7. By the end of episode 7.
Episode 7 is next week, bro.
Tak, yelah, tak, what I mean, by the end of episode 7 dia dah kena boleh berjalan balik lah.
Dia ada lubang kat perut dia. Dia nak berjalan macam mana boleh ada lubang kat perut dia.
Macam tak biasa pula. 4 months later.
4 months later. Itulah
Tapi aku setuju lah, it's going to be very rush lah.
Yeah, I do not look forward to the finale macam ni. Itulah. Alright. Okay, so itu saja untuk malam ini, guys. Terima kasih kepada para panelis kita, Munif Malik dan juga Syaz. Kalau korang dah tengok kita orang punya coverage, semalam kita dah pergi tengok Imagino. Review is ready up. Aku dengan Hadi pergi tengok. One of the best Malaysian films untuk tahun 2023.
Support, guys. Ini. Support.
Dia akan keluar 23 hari bulan. Khamis ni korang patut tonton Imagino, terbaik. Dan seterusnya review Cocaine Bear kita orang kena embargo. Hanya akan keluar pukul 10 pagi hari Khamis. So nantikan review daripada Wan Muhammad dan juga Iman. Kemudian malam ni kita dah cover Last of US episode 6. Dan hari Khamis nanti aku dan Hadi dan maybe Munif akan bedah top 5 trailers terbaru minggu ini. So
bagi summary sikit, Imagino tu apa?
Nanti kita cakap off live.
Tak nak beritahu ni ke?
Takut spoil.
Plot summary pun.
Betul.
Yeah, you guys should go in.
Completely blind now.
Itu saja untuk malam ini, guys. Majulah fandom untuk negara. Bye, guys. Kita nak tunggu sikit ke? Beberapa saat.
Lama je lambat.